Welcome to our summary of Eugene Ionesco's play Rhinoceros. The play tells the story of a small town in which the citizens begin to turn into rhinoceroses one by one. The protagonist, Berenger, is the only one who resists the transformation and struggles to understand the reasons behind it. The play is a commentary on the rise of fascism in Europe in the mid 20th century. UNESCO uses the metaphor of the rhinoceros to represent the spread of fascism and the way in which individuals can be swept up in it without realizing it. Beringer is initially in denial about the transformations happening around him. But as more and more of his friends and acquaintances turn into rhinoceroses, he begins to realize the gravity of the situation. He struggles with the question of whether to conform and join the herd or to remain true to himself and resist the tide of fascism. The play ultimately ends on a bleak note with Berenger at the last human in a town full of rhinoceroses, but it serves as a powerful warning about the dangers of groupthink and the importance of standing up for one's beliefs. UNESCO's Rhinoceros is a thought provoking and powerful play that remains relevant today as it was in the time of its return. Now we will discuss some of the main themes of Eugene Ionesco Rhinoceros. Number 1. Conformity and Individualism. The play portrays the story of a small town where the citizens begin to turn into rhinoceroses one by one. The protagonist Beringer is the only one who resists the transformation and struggles to understand the reasons behind it. This theme highlights the conflict between conforming to the group and staying true to oneself. Second, fascism and the rise of totalitarianism. The play is a commentary on the rise of fascism in Europe in the mid 20th century. UNESCO uses the metaphor of the rhinoceros to represent the spread of fascism and the way in which individuals can be swept up in it without realizing it. Third, the human condition. Berenger's struggle to understand the transformations happening around him and the question of whether to conform or resist is a reflection on the human condition and the way in which people deal with change and uncertainty. Fourth, the dangers of groupthink. The play serves as a powerful warning about the dangers of blindly following the crowd and the importance of thinking for oneself and standing up for one's beliefs. Fifth, the absurdity of existence. The play also explores the idea of the absurdity of human existence and how we often find ourselves in situations that are beyond our understanding and control. Now, main characters of Rhinoceros. Number 1. Berenger, the protagonist of the play. Berenger is a drunken, slovenly, and likable man who is the only character in the play who resists the transformation into rhinoceros. He struggles to understand the reasons behind the transformations happening around him and is torn between conforming to the group and staying true to himself. Second, Jean, Berenger's friend. Jean is one of the first to turn into a rhinoceros. He is initially dismissive of Berenger's concerns, but as the play progresses, he becomes increasingly fanatical about the rhinoceroses and ultimately turns on Berenger. Third, Daisy, Berenger's love interest. Daisy is a sensible, level headed woman who initially resists the transformation but ultimately succumbs to the pressure of the group. Fourth, the logician. A minor character, the logician is a rationalist who tries to explain the transformations happening around them. He is ultimately unable to provide a satisfactory explanation and turns into a rhinoceros himself. Thank you. That's all for Eugene Ionesco Rhinoceros.